Well, got a few things installed. Got the nitrous fuel side running up to a new silicone 90. Put the nozzle in. It's close to the pulley, but I zip tied them to the fan so they can't move. It made the trip home last night without scorching or burning anything. Got the wet side tank in, line coming out the bottom to the fuel pump. Looped it up and around, back in. Put the IET sensor into the tube, threaded that, 3/8 MPT. And then got my nitrous side and the purge, everything put in. Most of the wire hid. Had to ground it to the coil bracket. I'm assuming it's a good enough ground. Had to do it on both sides. Run the purge up and out, and my solenoids are tucked back there. I haven't mounted them yet because I still got to do the wiring on the inside, and we should have at least a 175 shot on this thing. So far so good though. Still got to hide some stuff, but got to tuck those away and put my arm switch down here, and I'm gonna put my button probably, I don't know, right here somewhere, my purge button. But that and just hooking up the main juice and ground, and the kit will be ready. I still gotta put the bottle and lines on. Oh, what a lovely muggy. Skies are blue there, but overcast. Guys and gals, when I tell you this nitrous kit has whooped my butt. I wired everything up, taped it up, had it loomed, finalized, and I had it wired backwards. I didn't know that the progressor works off of the grounds to the solenoids. So I had nothing as far as that went. So I had to undo the grounds, flip all the wires around. Got them all crammed up in there. Ugly, but nothing's falling down on the header. Still got some wrap I gotta put on, but it all goes in the grommet. See if I can zoom right there. And then I've got some really good heat loom that I'm gonna put on it. Bought some Amazon fuse holders. First way I had it wired up, the fuel pump. First of all, this all runs off the watt box. So the N2MB watt box is the activation window. So to bench test any of this, the truck has to see a minimum of 1,000 RPM and 3 volts of throttle, 3/4-ish throttle, before it will activate anything. So I had the pump tied in to the solenoids, and the way that would have worked was whenever the kit was firing, the pump would come on. Well, I want the pump to come on and be running the whole time. So jerked everything back apart, took all the decent work that I had done out. Had to run a bunch of wires, still not through yet. I'm close. But let's see if we can test it right now. All right, key on. I run my switch power from an old airbag fuse. Arm, well, see, first we'll test purge with nothing, no armed. So purge is working. Pump is on. Now to get past the N2MB box, I'll have to jump these two. See if we can hear it. And it works. Now I just gotta hide it all and make it look decent and try to remember how it worked. All right, rain's gone, hopefully. Went to the advance and got another gauge. And this one is reading almost 5 psi. And then when I hit the button, it drops to 4, as I'll show you in this little clip. And then right now I'm currently just spraying into a jug, but I think it's time to mount the bottle. Anybody ever had, nastiness is on the outside, but had 93 gas be that dirty? This is fresh out of the pump from Love's. Well, it's now dark on us. Got the limeane line, the bottle in, the on, no heated or nothing. Got pretty decent pressure. Now if I can get the phone to stay here, we'll see if the purge works. Find somewhere else to set it, or don't set it. We'll just see what we got here. Well, it works, but I'm sure it moved. Oh yeah, it bent the hose. All right, we'll have to fix that on something. Put some jets in it, load a tune. Tomorrow we will try it out finally. Okay, this thing is giving me a stage 14 migraine. Make sure pounds. It's definitely working. Well, semi-successful short video. I gotta undo the bottle and put it up for storage. I don't trust it being under this black cover to just leave it hooked up and the valve off. But I know my draggy footage won't show it, but on the spray, on the 100 shot, if I'm getting a 100 shot, it's got a 52-44 jet. It's got small solenoids at 5 psi. If anybody wants to do the math, they're 0.78 and 155 solenoids. But anyway, daggone bugs. So on the spray, 3000 DA today. It's real humid, hot. Draggy said it went a 60 to 100. Didn't spray the whole thing because it's not hooked up automatically. The watt box is not working, so I had to put it on a button. So I hit it, and then it's on a 50% delay for a 1/10 of a second. So make what you will of that, but it worked. Went a 4.4, and then on motor it's got 8 degrees of timing pulled out of it with 93 on the wet side, so, and a BR70F plug, so it's pretty cold. I could probably put 3 to 4 degrees in it for this 100 shot, but I don't want to stop at 100. I just started at 100 for testing purposes. But yeah, anyway, it went a 4.4, and then on motor it went a 5.0 with the timing pulled out. I want to say some of my passes that I've made on street tires since putting shocks and a clutch and stuff in it, they've been around a 4.8, 4.7 in real 3,000 foot DA, 80 degree temperatures, the 60 to 100. So the timing pull, I'm sure, probably lost me 3/10 as far as motor goes, but my PB on motor is a 4.5, or maybe a 4.4 if I look deep enough, but I have lots of 4.5s, and that's back in the winter with like negative 100 DA to 0 to positive 100 DA. So essentially this kit has 100 shot is basically made up for the temp and the DA for summertime, and I'm running very similar times to what I would have back in winter. So I don't think I lose 100 horsepower between seasons, so it may not be a true 100 shot. I don't know, I got to do more research on that, but it works nonetheless. I'm going to work my way up to a 175. The max I can spray is a 200 shot with these small solenoids. The 78 nitrous would be the same as a 78 jet, and that's with no jet, just open orifice. So that's as much as it can actually spray, and which would be a 200 shot according to the jet chart that I have, but it's not the jet chart to the actual kit. It's just another brand that has the same size solenoids and all that. But I gotta fix the watt box. It's not recognizing, and I'm gonna put a redundancy button on the steering wheel, and then hopefully move up a little bit. But that's all I got for this week. It's been a hell of a weekend. It's been hot, it's been aggravating, but the kit's in, the kit works. Now I just need to fine tune some stuff and need to do an oil change on the old girl. She's right at 2,500 miles, and it's had lots of pulls on it. But as always, guys, like, share, subscribe, all that crap. We still ain't getting very many subscribers, so we're not quite to 1,000 yet. So, but let's continue this next weekend. See you guys.